Okay, that we already saw that there was 3 parts to the connector, and we also need 3 tools to do this Rg58u connector onto the Rg58u cable that I'm bringing out right now. So the first step is you have to take your stripper, make sure it's set to Rg58. You place your cable inside the tool right up to the edge. You give it a couple of spins. Now I'm going to try to bring this close so you can basically see what the stripper will do. This little piece of coax right here did not actually come out, this outer jacket. So I'll take my little dikes, I'll put those on the cable to just finish that off. Now if you could see, this is what it looks like after it comes out of the stripper. Now for those of you who may not have a stripper, I'll take a measurement on this. And we approximately have 1/2 inch of shield, an outer braid showing, and that center braid, or that center strand, is about 1/4 inch. Once we have that done, we have to peel back the outer braid on the cable. Now hopefully we can get a close enough shot of this, but if you look very close at this wire, the outer braid is folded back, we have foil up on the dielectric, and then we have the center strands in the middle. These need to be twisted nice and tight. One of the things we have to worry about is this foil on the middle needs to be peeled back about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch down to just show you the dielectric there. And I'll attempt to do that now for you. If you look at this cable closely, you will notice that the foil is now peeled back, and you can see 1/4 inch, you can go 1/8 inch, as long as that foil is far enough back from the center. Our next step is to put the connector actually onto the cable. So what I'm going to do is, this is the center pin that needs to go on first, this little brass pin. I can see that this is slightly too long. If I match it up here, it probably won't fit in there all the way, so I'll just trim a little bit off. Our next step, which is very tedious, is we have to fit this connector on to this wire. Now if you take a look at that, one important thing to notice is I was able to slip that on pretty good, but you have to be careful that no center strands came out and are touching the middle. So no center strands could be coming out because they may interfere or short against the foil or the braid. Once this center pin is on, we need to crimp that. Stick it in your crimper in the small port, push it in, crimp down, and hold it for about 2 or 3 seconds. I always test this part by tugging slightly on here to make sure that the center has been crimped on to that center strand nice and tight. Grab the head of the BNC connector, and now you slip it right through and allow that center pin to come out. Now when you push this in, you should hear a click to let you know that the connector is good. If you don't hear the click and you can pull this out, that means something's wrong. Right now this cable is tight. I'm sure you can't hear the click on this video, but it's there. Fold up your braid around the outer side, and then you put your outer piece and you crimp that onto the connector as well, just like a standard BNC. So slide this over, put it back into the connector under the 58 portion, and crimp down. I always crimp all the way to the edge to make a nice neat connector. And when you're done, the connector should look something like this. No strands around the outside, no strands coming out here, and everything nice and tight. You can see that center pin came through nice and tight, and that's pretty much how to do a 58 connector.